This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Betsy.
Marcy, you want to read some stories from listeners?
I am very excited always to read some stories
so
from listeners.
Pumped.
To put
Thank
my
you,
voice
guys.
to your stories is a thrill.
It's truly a thrill. But seriously, thank you so much for sending in your stories. They're great. They blow my mind every time I read them. Horrifying.
It is like a lifelong dream of mine to hear everyone's ghost stories, and this podcast is making it come true.
Happening, Marcy.
You can make your life come true. Wait, you can make your life come true and the dreams that you have in that life come true.
You can make your life come true and your dreams.
Who goes first? Me, you?
I'll go.
Great.
Okay, here we go. This one is from Alex. Thank you, Alex. Marcy and Betsy, I wanted to write in and tell you about the ghost stories I have from when I was a kid. I grew up in a house that was brand new when we moved in when I was 6, so I can't blame the age of the house for any of the stuff I saw or experienced. That's spooky. I like being
like a brand new structure.
Yes, and the idea of that being haunted is awful.
I mean, I believe anything can be haunted.
That's true. I think I was just very sensitive to things when I was a child. I have a lot of stories, but most of these experiences are spread out over months or years. I didn't see ghosts every day or anything. Most days were normal with no experiences. Oh, good. The first time I ever had a paranormal experience was when I was around 7 or 8 years old. I was upstairs in our house by myself at night. Spooky.
Yeah. How old? 7 or 8?
7 or 8.
Hopefully just upstairs by themselves, not like in the house alone. Please, guys, don't leave your kids alone that young.
It was dark out, and I went across the hall to go to the bathroom. Right when I got to the doorway, standing right in front of me was a shadow person. Oh, it basically looked like a black silhouette of a man wearing a hooded cloak.
Oh, my God.
I screamed and ran downstairs to be with the rest of my family. Okay, yeah. A few months later, I was in the house at night. A few months later, I was in the house at night. The stairs that went down into our basement had moonlight shining down on them from one of my parents' bedroom windows. Spooky. I looked down the stairs as I walked by, and standing in the moonlight was the same shadow person just standing there looking at me.
The hooded man?
Ew! You're also very good at writing descriptions with the moonlight shining down. Holy shit. Here's another one. When I was a kid, my parents once got me a Ouija board for my birthday.
Asking for it.
Nothing weird ever happened with it when I first got it. We would just ask it silly questions, and someone, probably my younger brother who loved to mess with me, was most likely moving it. But one time when I was with one of my friends, we were asking questions and talking to some spirit who told us she was the spirit of my friend's sister's friend who had died in a house fire. Fire. Shit. Her name was Sarah. As I got older, my friends and I would play with the Ouija board from time to time, and eventually I got the feeling that this Ouija board had evil spirits associated with it. They all do.
I mean, they could.
Whenever I'd see it in my closet, I could just feel bad emotions emanating from it. And whenever we would take it out and play with it, I could feel whatever spirit we were talking to was in the room with us, like concentrated energy in one spot of the room. And I could feel that it was very angry. Oh, God. Eventually, a friend of mine and I snuck out of our house at night with the Ouija board, went to this gravel trail in the woods, doused the Ouija board in lighter fluid, and burned it.
Proper.
I was glad to have it out of my house. That is so funny. Good for you.
Good for you.
More people need to just do that. Set shit on fire. Even if it's not haunted, like, just to get rid of, like, God, just light shit on fire. Not, like,
I think
in
I
a
do
controlled environment.
I occasionally, like, a few friends and I will gather and, like, write things that we feel like are weighing heavy on us or bothering us. We write it down and burn it.
That's great.
Just to be like, I'm just making a conscious effort to, like, let
get
it go.
It out of me. Did you ever go through a pyromaniac phase?
Not a pyromaniac phase, but, like, there once, any given time, if I'm going to play with fire, I'm like, this is really fun.
Yeah.
But I've also had some real scares. Once I ran out of my house with my toaster oven in flames, and I ran right into the street with it, like not even a long time ago. Once 2 years ago.
But you weren't trying to
I didn't
play
try to
with
set
fire.
it on fire, but I honestly didn't know what to do in that moment, so...
Yeah, just throw it in the street.
I just threw it into the street.
Throw it in the street. We went, I feel my friends and I growing up went through a big pyro phase. We would do, I remember just spraying my sister's trash can with, like, perfume or hairspray or something and then just dropping a match in it in our house.
Like you're trying to make a bomb out of your toilet?
In a trash can.
Oh, I don't know why.
Even worse, a trash can, not filled with water. And then we would do those match fights, where you would, like, light a match and then throw it at each other.
A dumb thing that some kids in my high school did was, or maybe junior high, was they would spray their clothing in hairspray.
Yes.
And then hang out in a ditch beside the road. Guys, do not do this.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you what, if you're young and listening to this, the people who did this, they didn't grow up to be great. Like, they survived, but I'm not, like, impressed with them. Anyway, they would light as a car was coming, they would light their clothes on fire and then run into the ditch.
No. That's
so they look like
up,
someone,
but very funny.
Very funny. Again, these people did not turn out well.
I remember in high school, we would... drinking Everclear.
Uh-oh.
And people would then spit it as, like, fire and be like, isn't this awesome? And so many people, like, it would have poured down their neck. And then they would have lit. It was stupid. Anyways.
I just remember at a bar in Queens, they had, like, someone gave us a flaming shot.
Yeah.
And
that shit's scary.
My friend's hair, a lot of it burned off.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Right.
Anyways, okay, there's more.
Oh, God.
Alex has a shit ton. One time when I was a teenager, I was home by myself. I went down into our basement to watch TV that night. I hadn't turned on any lights down there. Dude.
You freak.
Turn on some lights.
Freak.
Anyways, but there was a little bit of light coming in from the outside because my parents had a walkout basement with a bunch of windows in it so I could see. The basement had a hallway that you walked down to the room where the TV was. Right before you got to that room, you could either turn right and go down another hall or go straight to get to the TV room. As I walked up to the hall to the right, something big and black fell down out of the hallway right in front of me, and I heard it hit the floor. We had one of those big cylindrical punching bags that hang from the ceiling, and it was as if someone had thrown it down in front of me. I immediately ran upstairs, turned on all the lights up there, and stayed there until my parents got home.
As you should have the entire time.
Ew, yeah. I had my dad come down there with me after they got home, and there was nothing to be found that could have done that. And then there's one more. My biggest and longest experience I had was when I was in 8th or 9th grade. I had a friend who I talked with ghosts a lot about. I had a friend who I talked a lot about ghosts with because she had experiences when she was a kid too. I would sit in my parents' basement on the computer a lot of nights talking to my friends on Instant Messenger.
Cool.
AIM. When I would sit there, I could feel an energy in the room focused in this one corner behind me where we kept a spare chair. I just felt like some spirit was there watching me. I told my friend about it and how it was freaking me out, and she asked if I had ever considered the fact that it maybe was a good spirit. The thought had never occurred to me, but I was still freaked out by it. Later that night, I was sitting at the kitchen table eating a snack, and I could feel the presence sitting at the top of the stairs from the basement watching me again. What the fuck?
So good.
Oh
What a
my
good spirit.
God. In my head, I said to this spirit that if it was a good spirit, then to help me not be afraid of it. Immediately after doing this, I felt an amazing feeling of peace and calm come over me like I had never experienced before. Oh my God. Okay, the next part of this story is where I start to feel crazy whenever I tell it. Oh man. Okay, after this happened, I would speak to this spirit in my mind and I would hear answers back from it in my head. These were mostly yes or no questions. The spirit told me that it was the spirit of Sarah who I had spoken to on the Ouija board when I was a kid. After this, I could feel this spirit around me a lot, just kind of watching over me. During this period of my life, I had experiences where I'd be in my bedroom at night when I was trying to go to sleep. The room was very dark, and when I would look around, I would see figures standing in the darkness around my room. What? They didn't have definition enough to look like a person. They were just these black masses that were darker than the room around me, apparently standing there and watching me. Understandably, they freaked me out.
Oh my God.
What I used to do was put my head under my blankets and just pretend to be asleep until I actually fell asleep. But after I had this experience with this spirit named Sarah, I would call her to her in my mind and ask her to help me to not be afraid anymore. And I would feel the calmness come over me again, and I would fall asleep without being afraid. This went on for probably a year or two. At this point in my life, I started trying to ignore these feelings I'd have with spirits. Eventually, the black masses in my room stopped being there, and I haven't had any real experiences since then except for one night.
Oh, God.
Whoa. I was in bed before I fell asleep, and I heard the voice of Sarah in my head. She said to me that I didn't need her anymore, so she was leaving. I didn't want her to go, but she said it was time for her to leave because I wasn't scared anymore. I never felt her presence again after that. I don't know what this spirit was, but I told my wife about it when we were dating in college, and she thinks that maybe she was my guardian angel who just told me that she was the spirit from my Ouija board because that was what I needed to hear and was the easiest way for her to relate to me. Oh, I'm 31 now and thankfully haven't really had any experiences since then. I think I closed the door when I was a teenager when I was trying to ignore the feeling so I wouldn't be so afraid. Oh, keep up the good work with the show. I really enjoy it, Alex. Alex. Holy shit.
That was a lot of experience.
Awesome. That was like a roller coaster of every emotion.
I mean, Betsy's really feeling it.
That fucked me up, man. I was so scared and then happy and then scared again. Oh, thank you so much, Alex. That's awesome.
Wow.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much, Alex. Holy shit.
Okay. I'm going to do one.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy.
Hello.
I have some ghost stories for your podcast. Enjoy. I'd have recorded it, but I hate the sound of my voice recorded.
I hear that, dude.
I'm from Australia, so you'll have to do an accent.
Do it.
Okay.
G'day.
Okay. When I was a little... Wait.
You don't have to do it.
I'll do it in a southern accent. When I was little, I was always scared to look down the corridor.
I get it, man.
Corridor in the dining room at night. I don't remember ever seeing anything, but I knew my mom had seen a ghost when we had first moved in, though I didn't know any of the details of what she saw. One night, many years later, I was an adult by this point. I was walking through the dining room from the kitchen. There was a light from the kitchen, but the dining room was dark. And I saw a full-bodied apparition of an old lady under an archway in the dining room. I'd walked right past her. No. I didn't realize what I'd seen. I stopped and slowly turned around, and there was nothing there.
Fuck.
I got chills and then tried to remember all the details of what I'd just seen. She looked like someone's nice grandmother dressed from the 1900s.
Oh.
I didn't feel threatened or anything. I just felt like she was looking. A few months later, My sister and I were talking about the ghost, and I mentioned that I'd seen an old lady in the dining room underneath the archway. My sister then said that she was the exact same ghost my mom had seen when we first moved in. My mom thinks the old lady is from the farmland our house is built on. Number 2. I woke up one night and thought my sister was sitting near me on my bed. All I could see was a dark figure, and I knew it was female. I then realized she was holding both my wrists in front of my face and then began to squeeze them. I then thought to myself, this isn't your sister.
That's when you started.
That was the exact words I thought at the time. My wrists were starting to hurt, but then it felt like I blinked or woke up and my wrists were in front of my face, but nothing was there. My heart was racing. I was so freaked out. I've had a few more experiences. Let me know if you want to hear more.
Yes, we do.
Lyndon from Sydney, Australia.
Lyndon from Sydney, Australia.
I can't. You do a good Australian accent.
Is this good?
That's perfect.
Please send us some more of your experiences. That turned kind of Irish.
Yeah, I think that
oh my God, send us everything. That is so scary. Oh, shit.
Guys, those were really awesome.
They're so good. Please keep sending us them. Voice memos, emails. They're so fucking good.
Alex, I'm really sorry all that happened to you. Lyndon, I'm really sorry that I can't do an Australian accent. That was not close to Australian. I know that.
No, that's great though.
Guys, send us your ghost stories or paranormal or folklore, hometown, whatever you want that spooked you out. It can even be like really creepy real person stuff. Whatever you got. Send it to funnyfeeling@gmail. Oh, sorry. Send it to funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Tell your friends to
rate, review.
Tell them to listen, rate, review, subscribe.
Listen.
Guys.
Tell people.
Guys, listen to us.
Please just listen to us.
No one will.
Please just listen to us. Won't you just listen to us, please?
Bye. Betsy.
What?
Are you excited for our guest?
I'm so excited
She's
for our guest.
Horny little wolf.
I turned into a horny little wolf. I'm so excited.
Our guest is a dear friend of us.
Ours.
You've seen him on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
So funny.
Mm-hmm.
As a psycho. And he's doing a lot of stuff. He's a writer on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Paul Welsh.
Yay!
That's me.
That's
what
you.
Up?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We're very excited you're here, Paul.
It's going to be so fun.
We're in the midst of a heat wave. It's time to talk about
horrible.
ghosts.
It's the worst outside. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hotter here than it was at Death Valley over the weekend.
You were in Death Valley?
No, it's hotter here.
Oh, okay. You didn't need to go to Death Valley?
I don't need to go to no fucking Death Valley. Oh, can I
hotter
swear?
here.
No. Oh,
Yes.
fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
You
Heck
can
yeah,
swear, but
bro.
you can't take the Lord's name in vain.
Oh, and then I got to hit it.
I gotta go. Paul, we
That's
always
my favorite
start.
swear.
Well, also we know Paul from UCB. He
Yes.
has a very
So funny.
funny team that's on Friday nights at 11 p.m. at UCB Franklin called JV.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we used to do some improv together too.
That's right.
Who cares?
Literally no one.
No one cares. We care every time we have more than 2 drinks.
Oh, God. That's very funny. Yeah.
Upsetting. So, Paul, we always start by asking people, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal? Also, were you raised Catholic?
No, I'm not Catholic.
Oh. Most
Is that-
people are Catholic.
Oh, no, not
In the
Catholic.
world, yeah.
My mom is Catholic,
Yes.
Okay.
but not
You didn't have to
anymore.
do any of
No,
that
we didn't.
shit.
Like when I went to like stay with my grandparents, then we would be Catholic for that week. Like we would go to like Catholic church. It sucked. And, yeah,
church sucks so
horrible,
bad.
horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I what was the other question?
What do you believe about the paranormal?
Really, most people here are Catholic.
No, but like most
a lot
people,
of our
our guests who have had paranormal experiences are Catholic.
Oh.
We think it does something to your brain.
Yeah, I mean, religion is terrible. And paranormal, I believe in it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
believe in
think
everything.
it's fine. Yeah.
You think it's fine?
Well, I'm not like, yeah, it's all true and real, but I think like, what a great time.
yeah.
I think
Yeah, it's fun.
There's no reason for me not to believe. I have a healthy degree of skepticism
Yeah.
about almost everything.
Yeah.
Like
And
recycling.
I am kind
yes,
of like,
check out the New York Times, Google New York Times recycling article. Recycling is a hoax.
I gotta say, Paul, I'm
True,
like
true.
kind of blown away that you are very much like, yeah,
Sure.
I believe it. Because I could see you totally being like, no, it's stupid.
I've
Yeah.
been trying to get Paul to come on our podcast for a while because one Halloween we were all together. Remember that
When
Halloween?
Sissy's coat caught on fire.
No.
Oh, it wasn't that one?
No. I
No, it was
wish.
the time we
Shoot.
went to a bunch of haunted houses up
Oh,
in
yeah.
Burbank.
That was so fun.
And we saw those ladies.
froyo-
I will never forget
Wait,
those ladies.
someone tell the story of the ladies that we
It's
saw.
not even a good story. It was
It's
just
not.
some wild
It
old
was
ladies that stepped
fascinating.
out of the 1970s who
They were both
were
like
testing all the froyos in a deep valley. What was it called? Frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
When was it?
Yeah, like,
one where you can
Froyo Light.
get
or
your
something.
own or whatever.
And one of them took a sample that she didn't like and threw it
on
the
fucking
floor.
and
ground.
then we slipped in it.
It
And
was
then-
astonishing.
And they got the biggest bucket you could
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
They
And then
each
they were-
got their own biggest bucket you
They
could
were
get.
banging it on the counter to tap it so
So
no air
they
it
could
bubbles.
get
settled.
more.
Yeah.
So no- and
It was
they were the
a real pinnacle of lunacy. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy. Like throwing it on the floor, I thought would be the best it would get, but
And
it got
they kept
crazy.
hiding.
Before they threw it on the floor, they pushed us out of the way.
They
remember?
shoved us.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
they must have shoved you and I. Like, we
Because
got shoved out of the way.
I remember because they specifically wanted to try that pralines and cream.
Oh yeah, and that's you gotta get that one.
That was a big moment
Yeah.
of like, I feel this happens to me every time I go to Vegas where I see like one certain person or moment where I'm just like, oh, I gotta really take care of myself.
But they had been. They were like.
Oh.
I can't imagine them doing anything but getting into that car and going to Froyo Life. Like it was so clear to me that
Yeah.
they've been doing that
Yeah.
for years.
Yes.
Maybe they were ghosts, guys.
Yeah,
They
I guess a
could have
ghost.
been.
Ghost is not usually so impolite.
I mean, it just depends.
I guess,
They were
yeah.
so rude. We have a picture of them. We pretended to take a selfie, and we have a picture somewhere. I
They
don't know.
were so funny.
They
It was
were
crazy.
out. They were literally both shaped like turds.
But it was
they
like
were
if
so
someone
small
made
at the
a-
top, like a turd emoji. They were small at the top and got bigger and bigger and bigger on the way down.
They just looked like hoarders.
Yes,
They truly
Yeah.
did.
Like
they
they-
looked like
they were in an
hoarders.
old minivan, right? Or was it an old
No,
Cadillac?
Old like
Old,
sedan,
long,
like
Yes,
a
that's what it was.
long.
long car because we
Oldsmobile
watched
or
them
something.
get into
Yeah.
it. I think also
It was fucking
Oh,
wild.
God.
they blew my.
Those are our best friends.
They're our best
futures.
friends.
But I think paranormally, like I don't necessarily believe everything, but I'm open to it.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay.
Like I think like why not?
Yeah.
Like when people are like, no way, ghosts are crazy. I think, what do you know?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I
Give,
was-
it's fine.
Paul and I have been
Yeah.
friends for years, and he told me his like one of his experiences like at that haunted house night. And I was just like, how have you never told me this before?
I don't
and I
remember
was
that.
so shocked. So you do believe in it all. And you're from
Well,
Connecticut.
what is it all? Well,
I-
the place I'm from in Connecticut is like a little haunted.
Yes.
Yes.
So
He's
like
East
the
Coast,
He's
man.
from
Yeah.
near where Ed and Lorraine Warren.
yeah, they were
Ooh.
like on the front cover of the paper sometimes.
Really?
But I didn't clock it because
Of
why
course.
would I read the
Yeah.
newspaper? And I mean, I guess I should have, but they just seemed like two crazy old people that like my parents would roll their eyes at.
Yeah.
But there's one town pretty near to where I grew up called Dudleytown, which is just an abandoned ghost town.
Ew.
That like we used to drive up to and like take pictures, and there would be orbs in the pictures and all that kind of
Oh
shit.
shit.
And then there's another paranormal thing like Jesus. This is so fucking crazy.
Oh, I'm so
This
excited.
tree called the Jesus tree, which had all this lore. Who knows if it's true? But we would
course.
drive up there, and it was the 13th tree in this like long set of
Oh.
like giant old oak trees,
Awesome.
leading up to this private school.
Ew.
Yeah. And
It's fucked
the other 12 trees were called the apostles.
The apostles?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
Yes,
And the
that makes
Jesus
sense.
tree had so many stories about it. One story was that a guy, like, people would die in front of it all the time.
Yes.
Which I think is true, but only because it was
Because they were going
it's
there.
the East Coast. It was at the bottom of the hill at a crazy curve.
Oh, I thought people
And
were like
so-
going there to like be like, I need to spend my last moments in front of Jesus's tree.
I mean, maybe, but like a motorcyclist like spun out and died right there.
Oh,
God.
And then the guy who cut it down died shortly thereafter.
Oh,
He- why
yeah.
did he
so
cut it
got
down?
cursed.
Because so many people were coming and like teenagers were coming to like
Yeah.
it was annoying. And there was something about
you don't cut down Jesus' tree without
he cut down the Jesus tree. He died within like a week, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't remember all the other stories, but like we tried to go once and play Ouija on it, but it was too scary. Because I was like,
I love that
this is
so
dumb.
much.
Let's get high and go over there and play some Ouija on it. It'll be so stupid. And then we got there and I was like, I don't know.
Guys, we can't do
Let's
this.
Go to that party in the
I
woods
don't know.
instead.
This isn't such a good idea.
That
Wait,
is so funny.
It
have
was
you
so fucked
have
up.
you played Ouija before?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What was your experience?
Because one of my friends is there's one also subdevelopment in my town that is built on Indian burial ground.
Oh, my
But for
God. Your
real.
town had it all.
Oh yeah,
The
baby.
Warrens, a Jesus tree.
It's all like a little bit. It's all
Yeah.
kind of adjacent, so you had to do some traveling to get in the mix. But that Indian burial ground is like right in town.
Oh.
Because also my town is in the middle of so there's like 5 towns
Okay.
that loop around a giant lake. So it's like a beach community in
I
the
bet,
summer.
I bet there's a bunch of ley lines there.
But the middle,
Yeah.
maybe, because those a lot of the like waterfront houses that my friends lived in or whatever, were like a little haunted because in the middle, the town in the middle of all those 5 towns, they just drowned.
What?
They just drowned it. Because they were like, we're going to make this into
Yeah.
like a nice place where people come from the city.
Where I grew up, they
Yeah.
did that
And they
to
just drowned it.
this
So it's
town
just a
called
bunch
Dillon,
of-
and there's all of like they made this huge Lake Dillon reservoir, and they like you could go underwater and see a bunch
Wait.
of old buildings.
If
and
you go
shit.
deep enough, you can still see foundations and stuff. But it was like they
Yes.
did it in like the 1800s.
So like all the
Because it's old.
all
old,
the
old.
That's so
actual
spooky.
buildings would have been eroded by
Yeah,
now.
all the buildings got like the whole town got like demolished basically.
Oh, but how cool would it be if there were like a bunch of old timey like chapel like
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
I don't think it's deep enough. But you definitely
You'd-
can get like parts of structures and foundations and stuff if you take your boat out to like the middle.
that's crazy.
Because
So
essentially you can travel between all the communities in a boat.
Oh,
It's
that's so
huge,
cool.
Huge.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
But haunted for sure.
big time
Haunted
haunted.
for
Everything
sure.
You
on
can drown
the
a
East
whole
Coast.
damn town.
You know you didn't
Wait,
get
wait.
everybody out of
No,
there.
Of
wait,
course
they
not.
just did it like
You know
like,
someone's sleeping.
all of a sudden.
Yeah, the town crier or whatever. I don't know. What is
Yeah.
that? That's something.
Town
That
crier.
person died.
He was like going to alert people, and the
was
water's like,
Oh,
oh,
Because practically, yeah. I mean, there's not great communication in that time. There's a bunch of dead people down there.
Oh, for
but
sure.
someone had to make the decision to fill it in, right? And they were just like, let's do it
I'm
tomorrow.
sure all the towns just agreed. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we became like
What do you do you think? So what you're
sleepy
saying
lakeside
is
community.
you think all the surrounding towns are like, Psst, maybe we should fill in
I don't know.
Leesburg.
I don't know how it worked municipally, but I do know.
Then they
that there's
snuck
some,
up
like,
on the town and poured some water on it.
Well, there's some bad. The reason they did it is there's a
Oh no.
state park, which is, open to everyone. So they wanted to make it nice.
You mean like somewhere that like a permit patty would come up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a
permit
I
patty.
get it.
I mean,
yeah.
we're in the summer of a bunch of memes about white women.
Yes,
with
Oh, I
yes.
forgot
cops.
the other one. What's the one that just happened? That lady screaming at the little Mexican boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't-
But I think
saw
it was
that.
kind of a
That one.
hoax.
Okay.
I think it was a
Oh.
hoax.
Oh well,
You gotta be careful.
you got to be careful.
news.
Gotta be careful with those memes.
But yeah, so there's plenty of haunted stuff. I'm trying to
Oh.
think, like that one friend lived on a burial ground, Dudley Town for sure.
Yeah.
Was in the mix. We would go not in because it's like fun in high school, skip school,
Of
and do
course.
something
Yeah,
like
be
that.
bad.
But it was less about like boy, are there ghosts, and more like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because that town is also abandoned.
I think like one of the most exciting things I did as a kid was, so my parents developed a subdivision on an old, what in the 60s was a water park. It was a water park with like dugout lakes and stuff.
What?
And they were like bumper boats and like, you know, like a big giant slide.
Yeah.
But if you kept going into the woods behind that property, where like, you know, behind like like where like the bandstand, and so you kept going.
Yeah.
There was like,
What is a bandstand?
you know, like a stand for bands.
What is a bandstand? Paul was up and getting ready to leave.
I hate it here. What is a bandstand?
But you know, where they would have like a pavilion,
Oh, like
where
bleachers
people,
and stuff.
Yeah, where people would play. So like, if you kept going into the woods, we found this one. Like, I guess
People have bleachers. It seems so stupid.
well, I mean, it's a good place for everyone to see.
Bunch of nasty little pigs finger each other. On it.
Yeah, tons of fingering on bleachers.
Pigs fingering. So we go into the woods, and there was like my friend and I like found an encampment that like I guess was like a homeless person had been living here, and we're like, oh cool, look at all
Gotta
the.
live somewhere.
We like, because it was like nothing but woods, and then all of a sudden we're like, look at all these cool and we started touching.
Oh, no.
Like, but like, oh look, a hot plate. Oh look at like we were like going nuts in someone's, and I was like, we're gonna get.
And you got haunted?
I think it was just someone currently living there who was like probably watching two little kids be like, don't you touch my license plates.
My
I
license
stole
plates.
those license plates fair and square.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did anything happen when you played Ouija? Were there any weird?
The only thing that ever happened.
Did you
that
get
seemed,
fingered
like,
under the
credible-
bleachers? Not that time.
Everyone is always yeah. I mean, that's yeah.
That was my thinking too in junior high. I'd be like, everyone's getting fingered under the bleachers but me. So yeah, Ouija, sorry.
I did some bleacher fingering. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the only thing that ever happened was something like fell down. Right?
Okay.
So like a lot of times
Yes.
when like
Oh, that's-
in those circumstances, you're like, show us a sign or
Yep.
whatever. And the only thing that ever happened is like this thing truly that was like not like there's no reason it should have fallen.
Yeah.
Fell down off my friend's bookcase like a
Ooh.
flat bowl.
Ooh.
And it felt so deliberate. But
Yes.
also, who fucking knows
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
window was open and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, we were like, oh my God, we're haunted.
We did it.
But
We
now
got a
it's like,
demon finally.
there's any number of reasons why
Yes,
it was like
of
just
course.
incidental, right?
Yeah.
And like, who knows? Like, I could, in my mind, it's like it happened right then, but who knows? We probably maybe waited like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but nothing else ever really happened.
Yeah.
But you do have a story, right?
I do have a story of seeing an actual ghost.
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Oh, yes.
And then let's hear that. So we're back. Great break, guys.
What a good
Everyone
break.
did well.
Can you believe
That's
we did all
terrific.
that stuff?
No.
Whew.
You really led us on a wild adventure.
I didn't know where we were going.
I was blind. So you were going to tell us about your paranormal experience where you saw a ghost.
Yes.
Okay, so one time I did see a ghost.
Oh my God, it's
Well,
my
maybe
fa-
more than once. I actually don't recall. And just as a preface, this is a thing that happened in my family. Like, I figured out later that this is a thing that had happened in my family multiple times.
Oh, fuck.
So not this same person, but
Okay.
that this experience, like this specific experience was not unique to me.
Okay.
And it was that I was going to college.
Okay.
And I started like experiencing these weird things when I was going to sleep, and that it eventually became clear to me that I was being visited. This is so being visited by a relative that I'd never met in my life.
Oh, my God.
And before I was like leaving the house.
Yeah.
So it happened to two of my other relatives. Unfortunately, they're both insane. So it was
no.
like bad company. 'Cause they'd be
Yes.
like, yeah? Mhm. Yeah, we know. And I was like, fuck, Auntie Lane. You don't want to be aligned. But so, you know, you don't want to be aligned with like lunatics. So what happened was I was in bed one night and
At your college or
no, at home.
Okay.
Like it was a summer before I went to college. So things were
The
all
greatest
great.
summer of your life.
I mean, it was pretty great. Not the
Lot
greatest,
of
but it was
fingering
pretty
on
great.
bleachers,
Fingering
huh?
under the bleachers, getting wasted, going to the Jesus tree, having a great time. But so one night I was there and something happened. Like I heard a weird noise on this alarm clock that was on my bedside table,
Yeah.
like a click.
Oh.
And I was like, that
Oh,
doesn't make
fuck.
that sound naturally.
Yeah.
And the number changed on it in a way that
Ooh.
like it wasn't time to change.
What?
It was
Oh,
so
fuck.
crazy. And that's all that happened the first night.
Yes.
And I was like, that was weird. What a weird life. Isn't the world mysterious? Strange 18-year-old forever. But I was like, okay.
The world mysterious.
Isn't the world full of mystery and wonder? But then, so I was like, a little while later, like later that summer, this is so funny. I'm just remembering this all for the first time in a long
Yes.
time.
Do you feel naughty, like dirty, trying to like tell the story?
No,
like
I'm
it's-
remembering funny things.
like
About,
it's-
I remember like some dude I went to high school with was like, I heard you saw a ghost and you're going nuts.
And you're
And I was
going
like,
nuts.
not exactly Andy Robinson, but I'll be fine. But so a couple weeks later, I saw an actual like physical apparition in my room.
Oh my
And
God.
I didn't really know because I'd never seen my
Yeah.
actual grandpa in life. And there was like, all I could see is he had like this like funny, this is so funny to out of context, he had this like funny gap between his two front teeth.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, this is insane. I gotta get this guy out
Oh
of
my
here.
God.
And so
Gotta get this
I was
guy
like,
out
he
of
can't be here. This is a bad time. And I didn't know, at this time, I didn't know that was a specific physical characteristic
Yeah.
of my grandpa because we
Oh,
didn't really see, like,
shit.
I never sat down with my parents and they'd be like, you want to look at pictures of Grandpa Jack? It's like,
Yeah, no.
But did you think it was a ghost when you saw it?
Yeah.
Or did you
I
think
mean,
it
it
was
was
a
very clearly not like one of my brothers, but
Right.
someone else who lived in that
Yes.
home.
But it
And-
didn't look like a person, like a human
I
living.
mean, yes and no.
Whoa.
Like,
Fuck.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And so
Oh, shit.
my reaction, I was scared forever, and my reaction was, I can't even say it. My reaction was, in order to get this
I'm so
thing
excited.
to go away, I took off all my clothes. I was like, can you imagine being so rude that someone would get completely nude and then you would just stay there and they never told you that's okay?
Oh my God.
In my mind, I was like, there is no way that someone could lack decorum to such an incredible degree that they would come and haunt me and then watch me just lay naked. And I laid on top of and I laid on top of my blankets and I was like, basically like, be gone. You can't be here.
Oh my God.
And it was, and then I got self-conscious because I was like, this person can't look at me. And then I got back under my blankets, but it didn't
Oh
work.
my God.
It didn't work.
And then it happened one more time,
What?
and it was
God.
same kind of thing. I didn't take my clothes off this time.
Because it didn't work.
Because it didn't work.
did
And what
not
a
work.
fucking rude ghost. But then I thought about it, like maybe ghosts don't understand clothes. I don't know. But then it happened one more time, like right before I left, where like it felt like, and I didn't really see anything, but it felt like almost like someone was like sitting on my bed.
Oh God, yeah.
Like I felt like I don't know how to describe, like my legs kind of go down, like as if
Yeah.
Yes.
as if there was like weight being put.
Oh fuck.
And
Oh,
then it just went away. And that was it.
that is.
And I told my family, and then they showed me pictures of my grandpa, and I was like,
That's it.
yeah.
Oh fuck.
Also, there's so many good parts of the story.
And I was
that
like, that's crazy. I never met that dude. And now
Oh my.
haunting
now he
me right
saw
up.
me naked.
Now I saw my
He
whole
saw
18-year-old
everything.
naked body.
In your prime? Or no?
No.
You've gotten
I'm
better.
better.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, you should see his naked body now, you guys.
He's in it right now.
He's in
He got
it.
very scared when he
I
walked into this
insist
house.
on it when I do a podcast.
Yeah, completely nude.
Yeah.
3 drinks sitting around him.
Three
Oh
drinks.
my
Four.
God.
Get me a potted plant.
Did so you had the two nutcases see this. No. But did other people in your family?
It was, so the other two people in my family had basically described having like such a similar experience.
Yeah.
And one of them lives in Connecticut and one doesn't, but their description was before they left to go to college, they were visited by a relative that they had never met that had like loomed very large over their family.
Like another like patriarch.
Whoa.
Yes, like
matriarch.
my grandpa was like, when his name comes up to people who know him, people go crazy. They'll be like, he was the best person in the whole world.
Oh my
You would live your whole
God.
life and never meet another man with such like honor and blah blah blah. People are like nuts for him, and the same thing happened to my aunt with a relative on my mom's family, and then another similar experience.
Oh
to my dad.
my gosh.
Which made me feel like, okay, it feels unlikely, but also
It's happening.
Yeah.
Also, I have to say,
makes sense.
once and I can edit this out if you don't like me saying this, but once at a Thanksgiving years ago, Paul was sitting next to me and someone at the table brought up the French Connection, and he goes, "Yeah, that's about my grandfather."
It's not exactly. He was a police officer who worked.
And we
Like
all
in that
laughed and laughed for days
farm or
because you
something.
didn't explain that. You just that's
Because I
about
don't understand. Because like my parents will talk about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Because it's like, what are we talking about? Some old police?
You said he got some blood disease. He died.
Yeah, he
Oh
got
my-
some bad blood.
Wait,
That's
from
a
the
bad
French
blood.
Connection?
No, that was independent.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you said it, I like put it because we were drunk and I
Oh,
put it
yeah.
all together in my brain, and that's all I remember.
That is so funny.
Yeah, he got some sick blood in the hospital.
Oh, sick
That's how he died.
blood. Oh my God.
Oh God,
That's so good.
Yeah.
it's such
It was
a
wild.
Ooh, yeah.
And then honestly, nothing even similar
As ever.
since.
Nothing spooky.
No. And it felt very, I don't know how to describe it, like not ceremonial, but it did feel like there was something going on that was like
Like a rite of passage, sort
yeah,
of.
there was like,
Well, and yeah, like specifically right before college. That's
Yeah.
so weird.
because I wondered when I got home from college,
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to come home and be like, Grandpa, guess what college was like? But and also later, his wife died in that bedroom.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Were you?
But that was later.
Were you there nude?
I was under the bed. Yeah. No, yeah, I didn't. I just realized that right now. Later, that bedroom that was my childhood bedroom, they used when my grandma got like old and sick. That's where she lived.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Weird. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
that's
other
very
bedrooms
weird.
she could have.
It really is the place that before you go on to the next place, Grandpa comes and visit you there.
Maybe that would be nice.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
She was obsessed
with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
mean,
know what?
hey, yeah.
When people,
He sounds awesome.
Hey, yeah. Sounds like a good dude. Yeah.
Sounds pretty
I mean,
rad.
Sounds like a pervert to me.
He
Looking at his.
well, he didn't stay that long.
Okay. He was like, I see what you're doing. All
He's like,
right.
okay,
Maybe it's because ghosts, like, they don't see clothes. They always see you naked.
Is
Oh,
that
maybe.
what
He's
happens?
like, I never knew a difference.
Maybe that's why I've never seen a ghost, because they're like, oof, I don't want to see that.
No.
No, I think they're
I
always
think-
looking, Betsy.
I think ghosts can see whatever they want.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, I don't know anything about it, but that was
As a child,
that
I
my
always was like,
experience.
I hope as a ghost. Well, I hope when I die that I just get to find out all the secrets.
oh,
That was like what my dream of
Wow.
heaven was. I was like, I'll find out who killed Marilyn Monroe because I was obsessed at a very young age.
Oh, she killed herself, right?
I don't think she killed herself.
Whoa. Who do you
Whoa.
think killed her?
I think,
Eddie Redmayne.
I don't know, but I
Wasn't
think
he
it's
in
like
that movie about her?
I think either
Oh, yeah.
someone
like
associated
the
with the
Danish guy?
presidency, like
Oh,
JFK, or
JFK.
mafia
Years.
stuff. I think she was
Oh,
like
sure,
having an
maybe
affair
that.
with a,
Oh,
But like
shit.
JFK, it's like, they don't care.
or her doctor might have accidentally killed her.
Oh, yeah.
with,
like
like,
a real
too
Michael
many-
Jackson.
Well, because like
You guys
she
know
had
Michael
already
Jackson?
taken. Yeah, we know who he
I've
is.
Like him or no?
heard
I'm big fan of
Janet
his.
Jackson's brother, right?
Guilty, not
You know
guilty.
what? I
Janet Jackson
guilty.
has been treated very unfairly.
I feel like for the way
I
Justin
feel so
Timberlake,
strongly about it.
the way Justin Timberlake
Justin Timberlake is a criminal.
is a criminal.
The way
he
that
literally
he has,
assaulted
the way that
her.
he has been allowed to do whatever he wants post that thing, and
Oh,
she has
That
been
Super
like
Bowl, yeah.
dragged, left for dead.
Well-
He went back to the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's
He
unfair.
sucks.
But you know what? She
Hot take.
at 50 years old had a baby.
Whoa.
She's Very talented.
I was gonna
She's
say
awesome.
Michael Jackson. Don't like his music. Love his personal life. Think it was flawless. Not a big.
There's an episode of Law and Order that they made about Michael Jackson. It's like a Michael Jackson type, but he's not a musician. He's a he owns a toy company, so they're really cutting to it quick. But at one point they're like, we have like a piece of pubic hair that we are testing. We gotcha, and he's
they're
like,
I don't have any.
he's like, I gotta like Charles this. It's so creepy. And they got this actor who's like who looks like creepy, like kind of like Michael Jackson.
I went to that Zach Bagans haunted museum in Las Vegas.
Oh, was this the one I just sent you on Instagram?
And they have like this like Hollywood section. It's a bunch of like haunted objects and stuff like
Zach
that.
Zach Baggins
dolls.
is one of the ghost
Adventures.
adventurers.
That name sounds like a mistake. But yeah.
Anyways, so there's a whole Hollywood room, and they're like, this chair is from Michael Jackson's house, and this is the chair that his doctor would sit in. The same man who gave him all those pills or whatever
Fentanyl.
that killed
That's
him
not
or
a ghost
whatever.
thing.
Yeah, and I was just like,
It's weird
cool.
of you guys.
And
but
then they had Patrick Swayze's most recent passport.
how did I get that?
Isn't that weird?
Why? Where did he? What was he hitting up?
Which
Could you
I
see
don't-
the pages?
I
Also,
don't
like,
know.
which family member of his was so hard
Who
up?
would
They-
want it?
Very sick. Wouldn't imagine it was full of too many stamps.
Ooh.
He won.
He was.
Like
Yeah,
pancreatic
yeah,
cancer.
he's
Although
very
it was a
sick.
short illness.
Oh right.
It was.
So
wasn't it
those
panc-
last for like 10 years.
Yeah, pancreatic cancer.
But it was very bizarre. Like, what a
R.I.P.
weird thing
Mr.
to be
Swayze.
like,
Oh yeah.
this
rest in
is
peace,
where the
Swayze
doctor
forever.
sat who gave him the drugs
Yeah,
that
that's not a
killed him.
ghost.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's not spooky. That's just kind of fucked up.
Did
Yeah.
y'all ever see, speaking of fentanyl, that episode of Intervention where the Asian lady who was an extra in Star Trek can't make left turns because she's addicted to fentanyl lollipops? I guess
What?
not.
No,
No.
I can't watch
My mouth-
Intervention.
This is
It
before
bums
it got
me out.
bad. This is
Okay.
before it got bad. This is when like there was still obviously addiction is not funny, but people's behavior was still like
Interesting.
aberrant and
Yes.
like
Yeah.
unique and
Something
whatever.
to
And now
watch.
it is like obviously it's sad forever, but
Yeah.
there was this lady who was on Star
Oh,
Trek. She was kind of, I don't know if she was an extra, maybe an under 5, who knows.
yeah.
But she was some kind of Star Trek something.
Oh,
And
God.
she's addicted to these fentanyl lollipops. So basically she's always like rubbing this like fentanyl in her mouth. And she claimed because of that she could,
Couldn't make left turn.
but not
I
like
mean-
in a car. Like physically, she
I mean, I don't
she
know
would
why I
make
assumed.
3 rights.
I don't know
I
why.
only saw
I
it
don't
in
know
a
why
car.
I assumed it was a car.
It
she
It
would
was-
make 3 rights.
doesn't
So
make
if
any
she-
more sense
So
in a car.
based on where I'm
Yeah.
sitting right now, she'd be like, I can't go out that door.
Because she
she would
needs-
have to
she
go
would
like
have to go
back,
like loop,
over.
loop.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was nuts to watch.
Good
and
God.
it was crazy sad because her brother, I forget what they were, what their like background was, but there was like this like I want to say they were Thai, but that's gonna be wrong. The parents were like, your brother has to take care of you.
Oh.
And so he spent his whole life just taking care of his sister because they were like,
He was like,
that's your sister, that's your responsibility.
He was like, I really wish we didn't live in a patriarchy for a lot of reasons.
He
One
got-
of which is I got a raw deal.
He's the only one. Yeah, he got bit.
He got
It's
bit.
bad. It's bad. He got bit by the patriarchy. He did not benefit. He did not benefit.
Whoa, oh,
His
that's
life was
so
bad
sad.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, Intervention. It's hard to watch.
It's too hard.
You gotta
me
go
to
for the
watch.
oldies. Yeah.
Although last night I did start watching a show called My Fat Summer, and it's about it's about
Is it doc?
it's a doc, yes, and it's
Love
about
it.
this in the Bahamas. They have this one resort that's for morbidly obese people.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's like they have reinforced like furniture so that it won't break.
I honestly think that's good. I
It
watch a
is
lot of
good.
600-pound Life, and I find it so uplifting. I think it's such a good show.
I should watch it.
Because people will be like, it's gross. Like, look at these like gross medical oddities. But I think it's like people who are struggling with a thing and trying this
One of the
extreme thing to get
hardest-
over
yeah,
it. It's really
yeah.
nice. The doctor is a fucking horror show. He's like a 300-year-old Iranian guy who just like
He
has
hates
no
them.
emotion. He hates them all. It's like so clear his son wanted to be a Hollywood producer.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
God.
He's always like,
and
and you're killing your son by letting him eat. And it's like very mean.
He puts everyone on the hook.
Is that resort, does it help them take care of their weight?
Well, no, it helps them like it's a buffet 3 times a day.
You gotta.
I mean,
lean into it.
It's so, but I think
Right?
the idea is so that they don't have to like be
Feel
shamed
weird.
by waiters or wait
yeah.
staff.
That's nice.
And then they're like all the beds are reinforced and like so and then it's just like they go to group therapy and it's encouraged that they don't be so ashamed of their bodies and go do some water sports and take off their shirts.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
But this one lady wouldn't take off her shirt until
She wanted like a t-shirt in the pool?
Yeah, but she wouldn't even take off her sarong and get in the water. So her
the water's the
husband,
best time.
her husband was like, "We gotta do something," and then the resort was like, "We got a real special excursion for you." And they took her, get this, one, I'll just tell you, she loved it ahead of time. Okay. They took her to go swim with pigs.
Oh, that's awesome. I do want to go to that.
It's a bit of irony, but...
Pigs are cool.
Pigs are
cool.
coolest.
Pigs are cool. They're
She
smart.
ripped her clothes off and jumped in with them and was loving it. She was...
Oh, that's great.
The optics of it are bad.
Yes.
But that does sound good.
The therapeutic aspects of it worked.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's nice. Nicole Byer and I were looking. We're like, should we go there?
Oh, my God, yes.
I would swim with pigs. I would get right in there.
I mean, you could go do that anyway. You don't have to go to the obese resort for it. But
Paul, please try to get into the obese resort.
Look, I'm just
They
looking
won't
to
let ya.
swim with some pigs.
I mean, you could cry about your body and get in, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
I used to swim with a t-shirt.
Paul, do you have any other paranormal?
That's it. It's like these kind of like places
so
around
good.
where I grew up.
You
like
ripping your clothes
Jesus
off.
tree.
So funny.
Naked grandpa.
If you have any time, I would love to have you listen to a listener's story
Yeah,
with us.
great.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it?
You want to,
Chill,
unless
right?
you want to do something else? Yeah.
This is Emily. I live in Glenside, Pennsylvania, and I'll try to tell you this story without too much background. I was just married to my husband, and we were invited to his brother's wedding, which was up in Maine, and his cousin's in-laws had a house up there so that we could all stay there for free. And it turns out this house it used to be the governor's mansion in Maine, I guess. It's a big old house. Anyway, a lot of history. And I heard from a couple of Matt's relatives my husband's relatives that had stayed there before, that it was haunted. And I have never experienced anything ever. I still haven't since this. This was the only time I've experienced anything. So I didn't really think much about it because I never thought that kind of stuff would happen to me. So we drive up there. It's a beautiful old brick mansion right on the ocean, a long grassy knoll down to the ocean. And we get there and they tell us that we're staying up on the 3rd floor. So we go up the flight of stairs and, the owners weren't really doing any favors for this house because up on the 3rd floor they had this case of old dolls just at the top of the stairway, just huge, floor to ceiling. And then to the right was this little room that had an old chalkboard, on the wall. And they told us that was where the kids would be schooled, I guess, if they had a governess or something where they would have school. And then, the governess's bedroom and the kids' bedrooms were up on this floor. So everything felt fine, it was daylight, and we unpacked all our stuff, and we went downstairs, and I just felt tired from the drive, so I went up to our room to take a nap. So it's broad daylight, the drapes are open, I have the windows open, I latched the door shut, and I have a glass of water that I put by the bed, and I'm just sort of trying to fall asleep. I always have a hard time falling asleep, and all of a sudden the door just swings open. Not really hard, not really slow, just open. And I thought, it's an old house, the window's open. So I close the windows, I close the door, and I make sure it's latched. I lay back down again, feeling restful. So the door swings open again. So I just figured, okay, this door doesn't work. I'll just leave it open. So I left the door open because we're up on the 3rd floor. No one else was up there. And I lay back down, and the door just slammed shut. And, the window's been closed. So I'm like kind of creeped out at this point. Yeah. So I just leave it shut. I put the blankets over my head, and I'm really just trying to go to sleep. And then I'm laying there. I feel like I'm part awake, part asleep, but kind of awake. And I just hear, it sounds like someone's picked up my water cup and is just pouring it on the floor right next to me. Just, not huge splash, just like sort of letting it trickle out. And so I look up really quick. The water's just sitting there. There's nothing going on. So at this point, I'm feeling really creeped out, but I just tell myself, you were told this place is haunted, you're imagining stuff. And then so I look up, the door's closed. I put my head under the covers again, and I hear the door this time. It opens really slowly. And I hear this little giggle. No. And then my water starts spilling again. Like I hear it. I just hear it. It sounds exactly like water hitting the floor. So I just jumped up, went downstairs, and I did not go back in that room again unless my husband was with me. Anyway, that's the only ghost story or anything that's ever happened to me. I hope it's interesting enough, and I really enjoy your podcast, and yeah, thanks.
Interesting enough. That is fucking
That is
great.
so fucking good.
Also, I was very worried that before she said it was sounded like a child, that it was some ghost about to take liberties with her.
Like in Scary Movie 2?
What?
Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling goes, wow, with a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
And then it turns where she's like...
she gets too into him.
Yeah, and he's all like, no, I can't do it, baby.
She's crazy.
Liberties with her.
Yeah, that he was like closing the door and like, all right.
Dang.
But I'm glad it was just a little kid.
A little child.
I've never heard of a person hearing something that like wasn't happening, if that makes sense. Like
yeah,
taking water
yes,
and putting it on the ground, but the water's there.
That is
I believe
so
it.
fucking creepy. I would not sleep in that room
No.
ever. I'd be like, we're not staying here.
No.
Matt, we have to leave.
We gotta get out of here.
I know
your cousins' in-laws are making us stay in this fucking insane house, right? It wasn't even that close of a connection.
It was like, I know they're well connected and you want to be able to hang out with them at their summer house, but we gotta go.
We gotta get out of here.
Get
that is
lobster
so
rolls elsewhere.
fucking creepy.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh my God.
I want to see that in a movie.
That's really some endurance that she has, just psychologically. She was like, you know what? One little piss on the floor and I could still hit this nap, get in 20.
Get this nap in.
I gotta, we're partying tonight. It's gonna be great. It's like, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, go down to the couch.
There's a little kid pissing on the floor.
Nap on the couch.
This kid slamming the door, pissing all over the floor. I would be like, I can't sleep ever again.
Done. I'm not doing this. Ew, that was really good.
That creeps me out a ton.
Oh
man,
that's scary, Emily.
Emily,
it was
interesting
so
enough.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell everybody that constantly.
I wonder if that would happen. I've always wondered. One of my brothers sleeps with his eyes open.
Why? I mean, not on purpose,
I'm sure,
obviously.
he never chose that.
Yeah.
But
I said why I was so mad at him for doing it.
Would be if a ghost would be like, I see you're awake.
Yeah.
Your
Get
brother's a dolphin, right?
My brother is a dolphin. Yeah. He's one of the really bad kind. You know what they do.
I know what they do.
Yeah, we know what they do.
Yeah, he's a good dolphin.
He's a good dolphin.
He's a good dolphin.
Paul, tell everybody where they can find a friend.
You can find a friend almost anywhere. I honestly believe that if you just are kind to people, you can almost always find a friend.
It's true. It's true.
Be nice to someone every day.
You don't really do social, do you? Social media.
It depends. It comes in fits and
you don't really care if anyone follows you, but they can see your show.
I'm Paul B. Welsh on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
I never post any pictures.
No.
It's true, folks.
I don't like to take any pictures. Sometimes I'll tweet.
He's funny.
And you can see me every Friday night
Yeah.
at 11 o'clock at UCB Franklin, or whenever you like on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend on Netflix.
Yeah.
Watch it. It's good.
And
It's
then
good.
I guess Brooklyn Nine-Nine doesn't come on. We don't know when it comes on.
I do not know.
We have no idea.
But when it does, guys, watch season 6.
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
I'll watch them all, but
Yeah, watch all
Watch
5.
all
A
the
lot of funny
seasons.
stuff going on in there.
Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks
Paul.
for having me. I'll put my clothes back on.
All right. No,
Thank
don't.
you.
You don't have to.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.